Autumn is really big for award season. You've got deadlines looming, winners being announced, and of course people are planning for the year ahead. Why enter awards is something we get asked a lot, and we've actually done a whole other separate blog on how awards entries can boost your business. So what I'm here to talk to you today about is my top tips for awards success. And that is when you come to look at your submissions and your entries and the top 5 things you should consider when doing that. Award submissions can be daunting and time consuming, but hopefully these tips will help you just plan it all out and get the best results for your buck. Tip number 1 is to do your research. Is the award right for you? Are the categories right for you? Just because you think an award might bring a lot of kudos with it or be really good for your brand's reputation, ultimately, if you can't make your content fit the brief, there's no way you're going to make the brief fit your content, and it will just give you a massive headache if you spend hours and hours trying to fill in an application form that has no relevance to you whatsoever. Tip number 2 is to think about the headlines. And when I say this, I mean the headlines that are important to your submission. A lot of awards submissions and entries come with really strict word counts. And in some cases, if you go above these, you can even have your awards entry completely disregarded. So think about the important points. As much as it's wonderful to waffle on about how brilliant your product is, ultimately think about the key points. Think about what the question is asking you and keep as succinct as possible. Tip number 3 is always remember, if you can, to back up your claims. Use facts, figures, case studies, testimonials. Any way that you can back up your claims will help to really position your product and give it a solid foundation. So tip number 4 is to double, triple, even quadruple check your awards submission. When we fill out award submissions here at Conteur, we've got about 3 people that we will check them with before they even go over to the client. When you're doing something like this, it's really easy to get stuck inside your own head. You might think that you've included everything. Without doubt, you're going to have made lots of changes to your content. So it's always worth getting that second and third opinion just to sense check it, to make sure all the relevant information is there and to make sure that you are actually answering the question. Tip number 5, our final tip, is to gather all your supporting evidence. A lot of award submissions will ask for case studies, testimonials, in some cases photographs, financial records, things like that, depending on the category that you're entering. It's so tempting to get all the information down and then be scrabbling around at the end for all your support and evidence. But when you're doing your research in the beginning, get everything you need together so that rather than panicking at the last minute, when you are ready to submit that submission, you know that you've got everything you need to go alongside it. So there you go. Those are our top tips for entering awards. Quite simple, but at the end of the day, that is what will get you on track, keep you on track, and hopefully get you the very best results.